He is entering the ring to take on Maryland's gubernatorial fight in the upcoming 2026 election, taking on incumbent Wes Moore in the Democratic primary. He is making the announcement now because he sees flaws in Maryland's direction and financial leadership. Joining us now, longtime city banker and owner of the Baltimore Blast indoor soccer team, Ed Hale. Ed, thanks again for coming in. Good morning.
Nice to be here.
You made this announcement. You're going and you're looking at this. We're talking about primary election day in Maryland with a 2-to-1 registration under Democrats. It's the primary that calls the leaders here on these shots here, really. Typically, primary election day is June 23rd, 2026. Why make this announcement now?
Well, maybe a little bit late getting in because this is going to fly by. It's 1 year to do this, and I just decided to do this within the last 2 months.
In the last 2 months, though, there was also, I've read that you were thinking about leaving the state. Tell us, you were about to leave the state, but then you said, you know what, no, I'm going to stay and fight. What was that about?
Well, myself and a friend of mine, Scott Dorsey from Merit Properties, he hates when I mention his name, but he's Merit Properties CEO. We went down to Annapolis about 15 years ago to see Mike Bush to tell him about the taxes and that it's very, very detrimental to us if we're going to stay here, the taxes we have to pay relative to other states, Florida, New Hampshire. I like New Hampshire, so I've been looking in New Hampshire for about 2 years for a house, and I was going to leave. Some people said, you know, why don't you do this? And it's not the first time I've been asked to run for governor, and a poll was done years ago, 1993, by Governor Schaefer to see if I would, I could follow him.
Gotcha.
And so it's not the first time.
Okay.
So I've been thinking about it. I'm not as conflicted with all the different businesses I had back then. I was actually working in the CIA at the time. There's no way I could have done it, and I couldn't tell anybody that, but I did, and I just declined.
Let's talk about your past, though. You're a banker, own business owners, and also the Blast team right now, you're still an owner. So business is your background. So when you saw the Moody report come out, we lost our AAA bond rating here in Maryland. What did that mean? What did you think instantly when we heard that?
Well, it's a symptom of just how badly the state is doing compared to our contiguous states. Virginia is, they're open for business. They say we have shovel-ready property, ready for companies to come in. Here we had the commanders, the FBI, and there was Six Flags. It was last week. And so that's that's at the top. Everybody sees that. What's going on underneath? What's the next level? What's going on? Who's leaving? And people who are like me are like getting ready to get out of town. And there's not a lot of projects going on right now. Also, one of the key things is for most of us, you can't get a permit if you want to get an addition on your house. Is
this from Governor Moore, or is this a General Assembly? Where is this coming from? Who are you pointing directly? This is all buck stops at the governor's office?
I think it's in the municipalities, with all the various counties. It's tough to get a permit. The legislature, I don't know. I hear that's tough, but Governor Moore, I believe early before he was even governor, was running for president.
Okay, and he's had some national attention coming out of Hollywood and everything. So he says he's not, though, so we'll see. We'll be able to find out. Ed Hale running for, definitely signing up and filling out the paperwork. So Ed Hale is going to be doing this, and you are going to be running for gubernatorial in the gubernatorial
I'll know in a couple weeks. The poll is being done by Gonzalez Polling.
Okay. Thank you very much. Ed Hale, thank you. Appreciate you coming in.